Not a bad episode, but again, I don't have that much to talk about it because I liked both of those challenges, though it was pretty obvious that Orange was going to win thanks to Jonathan, although that was a nice twist with what happened at the end of the first challenge where everybody had to make one shot with the balls, and I really cannot help but think that they were expecting one tribe to have lost 3 times by this point because you could tell that this was just not a challenge that they really planned to have with 4 people. Just, that definitely felt odd. And then the discussions that were happening outside of the immunity challenge made it kind of obvious that Blue was going to lose immunity since we haven't really gotten a big discussion as to where the tribe dynamics stand with them for a while now. And I was proven right, although I did begin to doubt myself given how much of a lead they had over Green at the immunity challenge. But even though they're trying to create tension at the end, you just knew, because like those last 4 pieces, unless the entire puzzle falls off, right? So that takes care of the challenges, I think. I'm not going to talk about Lydia not being able to make the jump. We saw that in Winners at War. So Orange's discussions between the challenges. Yeah, it does make sense for people to be criticizing Jonathan's little montage there because in Survivor, like it or not, every remark is overanalyzed. So you really got to pay attention to that. And if he's really saying that all of them are, one big unit, and then it turns out not to be the case, well, then it's really easy to use it against both him and the other people. And who knows, maybe this Jonathan is going to get a slightly similar treatment to what happened to David vs. Goliath. Jonathan, even though, as I've said before, David vs. Goliath edit, it really threw me off. I so need to rewatch that season to see if I can pick up on things a little better, right? So yeah, I don't blame Omar being annoyed with it, because you would have actually expected him to have been in that position. Then the dynamics on the Green tribe, but we haven't seen the last of this. This is going to be continuing for a long time, especially since it seems like they definitely are not going to be doing a tribe swap before the merge, but given how every tribe has lost one challenge immunity challenge thus far, that's not as bad of a thing. And, well, we never did get to see a double tribal at the beginning, but Jackson getting pulled, I think that's why we didn't see that. Yeah. So actually they're still able to use every challenge. In theory. Okay. But yeah, we haven't seen the last of it with that tribe, with Daniel running his mouth off, Mike being I wouldn't necessarily call him a swing vote. He's definitely closer to being a pawn here. Oh yeah, he has strength and voice, but it's not the right kind, if you ask me. And then we got to see what moves Chanel is willing to make later, right? Blue, Tori once again being in trouble. We all saw that coming because the only reason she was saved last time was because a bigger target emerged, and once again a bigger target emerged here, although this time I think it's a little more practical and one person, Romeo, just being clever enough to read between the lines here. And I can't remember if it was Tori or Swati that indicated that they were trying to go for a smoother game. Pretty sure it was Tori. I really do not think that she's going to be able to pull that off. We'll see. Because some people would think, therapists would probably be good on a place like this. It's totally different dynamics, okay? That's just like saying a teacher should be great at Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader pressure. With all that pressure, it's not the same, believe me. Um, right. But even with Swati digging herself more and more of a hole, it seemed to be kind of sudden for me, but then again, given how the edits of these last couple seasons are also trying to step up the pace of the show a little bit, despite doing a very good job of giving us more background with people than we've had in a long time. I don't know, just I didn't really think that Swati was going to go, but when I saw the second vote that she got at Tribal, I was pretty certain that it was her, and she was. And once again, another shot of the dog has been played correctly, although didn't happen on the green tribe, which I was a tiny bit disappointed by, but whatever, right? It was just a funny trend. And I can't remember if there's fewer envelopes when it's the pre-merge segment, because I think Jeff mentioned when at 41's first merge tribal that they were increasing the shot in the dog from 6 envelopes to 12, but does that go down when the tribes come to tribal council again? Because did she really have a 1 in 6 shot again, or was it 1 in 5? I really don't know. And of course, Dalton Ross did have a Q&A with Jeff, so we don't even have that question to look forward to. Who knows, maybe Rob's sister Nino asked that question and I just didn't hear that, because I've got so much going on this week. I wanted to just watch the episode, read Dalton Ross's bits, and then pop this video out. Alright, I think I've said all that needs to be said. See ya.